For this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
48 foot. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, up, 10-24. 48 for Mike. Here we go, King. Here I come. King.
Following the interception, Mayfield flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. For Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He was covered by
Denver. Man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 19-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
backfield now looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Regular. Watch QB drop.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, alert 33. Under touch. 58, boys. 58. Mike. Watch the pass.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard.
But that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Third down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The quick slant caught. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. They go play action. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
First down.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you play the run. Linebacker.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Browns 13. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such... That'll be just... About all she wrote for this one.
It's a turnover on down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Today's final
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.